Hey everybody, it is Rich from Stickies RC bringing you a video about a new build challenge that I have jumped into that is being put on by Sean's RC Adventures. If you haven't checked out Sean's channel, be sure to head on over there, check out his content, make some great videos. He does a live stream every Friday night at 9 p.m. A great show. He always has a ton of really great people on there, and all around just a great guy. And to boot, Sean lives right outside of New York City, so he does a ton of crawling in New York City, including Central Park. It's pretty awesome to see RCs in that backdrop. So be sure you head on over, check out his channel, and while you're there, check out the video he made about the RC Scale Buld challenge that he's putting on. For this challenge, there's a bunch of rules. It's got to be a hard body, got to have inner fenders, got to have an interior, got to have a driver. You have to do predominantly most of the work yourself. You can farm out some small stuff like 3D printing or metal parts and whatnot, but you pretty much have to do the whole entire build all yourself. And the idea behind this is to put people outside their comfort zones, to build a custom scale truck that maybe it's something you've never done before. Maybe it's something you have, but the idea is to try and push everybody to try and do something they may not have done before. So, including myself, I've never really done a super custom scale build with a hard body. Most of the time I've taken a truck, put some upgraded parts on it, and then slapped a hard body on top of it. That's the extent of it. But for this build, I'm going all out. So to set the table for this build, what I'm doing is I'm taking an existing truck that I had that I wasn't terribly happy with how it performed. It looked okay, but it didn't perform great at all. So I'm taking that truck, tearing it down, making a scale build out of it, taking a bunch of the extra stuff out of it that I don't need, making a scale build out of it, and I'm going to use a body that I've had since before we made the move from California to here in Tennessee, that I've just been waiting to use on another build. And I just haven't found or thought of the right build that I wanted to use it on. And Sean's build challenge was the perfect situation for it. That being said, I had my original very first crawler, the Axial CRC Jeep that I purchased as my first ever trailing rig, crawling rig, upgraded it, did a bunch of work to it, then eventually put that into the Vanquish VS410 chassis kit, which essentially converted my Axial into a Vanquish VS410. I had the Curry axles, I had incision links. The only thing that was left of that was Axial on that truck was in fact just the transmission and the drive shafts. Everything else was aftermarket upgrades. Then I put the extra speed Jeep body on top of that, which made it terrible. It didn't work. It was so top heavy. The extra speed body is very, very heavy, and it needs to be built with the idea of having a very, very heavy base in mind to offset the weight of the body itself. So it didn't work that good. It looked pretty good. I was never really that happy with it. It was never really that happy with the extra speed body in general. The doors flopped open all the time. And I had to do a bunch of modifications and melting in order to get it to fit right. So overall, I was just never really happy. So I decided that I was going to tear down that rig and I was going to put a new body on it for the purpose of this challenge. And I already had a body that it's just been sitting around collecting dust, and it was a tragic waste, and that is my Killerbody LC70 truck body. It's an amazing body, tons of scale. I personally think it's the most scale body that is available on the market right now. There's so many aftermarket parts that you can put on it from Killerbody to make it even more scale. So I had that body sitting here. I had the interior, I had the opening doors. So I decided, why not make that body fit on my VS410 chassis kit and see if I can make it work. Was not nearly as easy as I thought it was going to be. So let's head on over to the bench and check out so far what I've been working on with this truck. This is where I'm at. I've disassembled pretty much the entire truck and reassembled all the essential parts that I'm going to use to put LC70 body on here. I've got the SSD transmission fit up and mounted in the chassis. I've got the Vanquish F9 Curry axles in the front and the rear. I've got my incision links all set up, and I've got my SSD scalar shocks all mounted up in the chassis and ready to go. So far, that's what I've got done on the chassis and the transmission part of it. For the body, I have now completed the interior. I'm in the process of cutting out the carpet for the foot areas for the interior, but I have painted the interior, got everything assembled, got all the stickers put in and everything, got the lights for the dashboard and the GPS in the dash all set. That is essentially ready to go and get installed. I have also done just the painting of the engine bay, interior, and underside. There's still a bunch of prep work that needs to be done for painting the body here. I'm not going to have the opening hood option done on this truck, primarily because the underside of the hood and the engine compartment is where I'm going to be putting all of my electronics and my battery for this truck. Once the body is mounted, I am going to custom make some inner fenders for here, which essentially are just going to be some panels that are going to cover up between here and here, and then there's going to be a flat styrene platform that's going to go in here where the ESC, the receiver is going to be set, and then the battery is going to be sitting in there. So that's why I'm not going to have the opening hood for the body. The other part of the truck is the body is the bed, of which I've been loosely marking out spaces where yes, I am going to cut holes in the bed of the Killerbody LC70 so that the rear shocks can stick up. Primarily the reason why I'm doing that is in the world of one-to-one, when you trick out a truck for crawling or whatever, you either take the body, the bed completely off the truck, or you simply just cut holes in the bed so that you can stick your fancy awesome new shocks through it. So that's what I'm going to do. So the other part of this build that I'm going to be using is my new 6-channel radio link radio. This is a fantastic radio. If you want to know more about it, I've got an unboxing video that I did a couple weeks ago. I've got another video coming up that's going to be quite lengthy, but it's going to be all about the features of this radio. If you want to know more about this radio, you can go onto Radio Link's website and check it out. If you already have one of these and you're looking for more information on it, the full manual is on their website. So you can go there, check out the full manual, learn how to program all the cool features on this thing, and learn about it all together. Plus, while you're there, you can also check out the new V3 version of this 6-channel radio, which is pretty awesome. I have finished trimming out the bed so that the shock towers can stick up. I'm not unhappy with it, but I'm not completely happy with it. I've got the body all painted up. The doors are finished, complete with roll-up windows. So now I just need to get the drive shafts fit up and do a little bit of tweaking on overall body mounting, getting the interior mounted, and then finishing up with all the body stuff so that I can move into the electronics and getting everything fit in. So that is the update and introduction to the Sean's RC Adventures Scale Build Challenge. That's all the work that I've gotten done so far. There is still a ton of work that has to be done. If you have not checked out Operation 11 Charlie yet, please do. We have a website, o11c.org. You can head on over there. You can check out all about us, all about our program, all about what we're doing to help our veterans who suffer from PTSD. You can also check us out Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time over on the Operation 11 Charlie YouTube channel. And every week we host a live chat show where we bring in special guests. We also spend time talking about our program and some of the things that we're doing, some of the events that we've attended, some of the events that we plan on attending, and in general just keep everybody up to date on what's going on with Operation 11 Charlie. So don't forget, Monday nights 8 p.m. Eastern Time over on the Operation 11 Charlie YouTube channel. We'll see you there.